Alright, so previously I did a video review on the Dawn colorway of the Air Jordan 5 Maniere collaboration. Really like what they did here. Gave you a couple reasons why I think that the extra details that they made on these are actually really nice. But I actually hit on the Dusk pair as well. And so here is a look at that one. I haven't unlaced them yet, but I will for the on-feet part of the B-roll. But this is a pretty nice looking pair. But in this video, I wanted to give you guys 5 differences between both of these sneakers and kind of compare them side by side, because there are some similarities, obviously, with the theming, but there's actually quite a few differences as well. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So first things first, this colorway is actually available only on Maniere's site. I don't know if they're going to have it at boutiques or not, but it's not available from Nike from what I understand. So it was kind of the exclusive colorway of the 2 that ended up releasing. A lot of times what the brands are doing nowadays is they release a larger run of one colorway and then do like a shorter, more limited run of the second colorway. And I think it's a smart way to actually manipulate the market a little bit to make it so you have like some sort of exclusivity feel, but also have a pair to satiate the palate of the masses. It's a smart move, and it's something that I've recommended to like Adidas, like in videos, basically just suggesting they need to do kind of that same format, because having exclusivity does actually increase the overall perceived value of a product, unfortunately. And anyway, it's a smart marketing move. The black colorway is exclusive though, and the first difference obviously between the two is you have the Dusk versus Dawn boxes. On the box it says Photon Dust and black, and then on the Dawn colorway it does say it's black and burgundy crush. And I don't know if I'm the only one mixing up Dusk to Dawn, but basically I think it's probably from the Quentin Tarantino movie where Salma Hayek's in that one. She's like crazy in that one. Anyways, that movie's like from dusk to dawn, so like night to day, so it would be like dusk to dawn. I don't know. I'm just getting it confused. It's hilarious. So other than the box, if you look at the shoes side by side, they look fairly similar. However, the main thing that people notice is that the black colorway has the Maniere name across the air unit of the shoe, and actually it's kind of interesting. It's actually smoked out a little bit, but on the reverse side you can actually see through it and see the white for the air unit, which is the same color of air unit that you see on both of the colorways. But having that unique branding of the Maniere is pretty cool, and it makes it a little bit different. It's just like the little extra icing on the shoe to give it more of like a collaboration feel, although both of the shoes are done expertly well in my opinion because of all the hidden details that I mentioned from the previous video, including the mesh and how it has the A's all over print, as well as the liner that has the A's all over print. And that's the same on both pairs of them, which I think is really nice detail. Something that I didn't mention in the review as well is the eyelets that are normally plastic. These are actually leather on both pairs. And again, just another nice subtle detail to make these a little bit more special. Now the next detail that is different on both of the shoes, and I was actually surprised that they did this, but kind of cool that they did. On the Dawn pair, you actually have an embroidered 23 on the back here. However, on the Dusk pair, you actually have a de-embossed 23 on the back. So it's kind of more blacked out, but the de-embossed look just gives it a little bit different look and feel. It's pretty much non-existent from a distance, but up close you can see like the de-embossed 23 back here. And I like that they added it in. They didn't actually have to put anything in. They could have matched the same energy on both pairs and done the embroidered 23. But I like that they changed up the tooling and how they actually created the 23 on both of the models. It's just a small, nice, subtle change. Another change that obviously fits the shoes, they have gray sort of laces on the Photon Dusk, and then you have black laces that are stock on the Dusk colorway. However, the additional laces are the same on both pairs. You have a white and a cream set of laces. I think that the black colorway here looks the best with the cream laces from what I've seen pictures of. The triple black like sort of look and vibe to this I think is a good look as well. But the cream laces add a lot of pop to that one, as well as I think this one. Leave a comment in the comment section what lace combination you're going to go with if you have either of the shoes. Now another change between the Dusk and the Dawn colorway is just the amount of accent colors that they actually use on the maroon pair. It's funny because the images of the shoe, you definitely would think that there's more burgundy used on this model versus the amount of blue that's actually being used on the Dawn colorway. So the accent colors are not one-to-one on both of the shoes, which I found interesting. I just assumed that it was going to be like a reverse version of or an alternate version with different colors, but that's not the case. You do have the blue shark teeth on one, and then you have the maroon on the other, and then you have a little triangle on the medial side of the midsole as well. That's the same on both of them. On the reverse side of the tongue, you do have maroon on the Dusk colorway. On the Dawn colorway, you do have the blue. The liners where they changed it up a little bit, you have black on the liner for the Dusk with the Maniere all over print, which I do like. And then you have blue on the Dawn pair, which adds a lot more blue to the shoe than what this one does. Do you think that they should have added maroon for the inside color of these as well? I think that it would have been a nice little change of pace, but I'm not mad at the triple black either. The other big difference is the Nike Air on the back is triple black on the Dusk pair versus the Dawn pair. You can actually see it's the blue colorway as well. So a little bit more usage of the accent colors on the Dawn colorway. The Dusk colorway is just kind of fades into the darkness, and they made a lot more things black on here instead of adding more accents of the maroon. And they probably did that for a storytelling reason. I didn't look in and dig into the story. Sometimes I like to be able to dig in and read the stories off and understand the stories of why they created which of the products. Sometimes the stories get a little bit too deep, and it's a little bit taxing, to be 100% honest, of trying to figure out all the different layers of every single product. Sometimes on a rare occasion, I just like to be able to look at the shoe and go, I like it. There's cool details on it. Some of the accents I like. Some of the changes that they made to the materials, I super dig. I don't necessarily have to go deeper and find out more about the story. I will link on Maniere's website, though. Hopefully I can find the actual article that they talk about the shoes and the reason why they did this collaboration, because I didn't do that for this video. And if you guys like it when I do that, then leave a comment and let me know so I make sure I include that in future videos. But in this one, I decided just to skip it and give you guys my overall thoughts and comparison, a deep dive comparison in between the two products. Now, other than that, everything else is pretty much the same on both of the shoes. You have the reflective tongues with the A logo on one and the Jumpman on the other. You have the leather lace holes instead of the plastic on both of the pairs. You have the AMM Maniere all over print for the rubberized sections on the ventilation holes as well as underneath for the tongue. The outsole has a Jumpman on one and an AMM Maniere logo on the other. And then it also has that very aged shoe goo sort of color to the bottom of the shoe. Both of them feature the Nike branding on the bottom as well as on the back. And I talked about that a little bit on the previous video on like if it should have Nike branding or it should be just the Jumpman. I don't think it matters either way, but some people probably just want the Nike Air branding specifically for the Nike Air Retros from the original line. But you know, it is what it is. Also, both of the shoes do feature an embroidered insole in the bottom of the shoe, which I think is a great detail as well. It's one of those fun things that they added in because normally that little fused on material that says Nike Air on the insole of the shoe, it gets worn off in like the first wear of the shoe. So I like that they actually embroidered it so that thing is there to stay. Leave a comment in the comment section. Which colorway do you guys like better, the Dusk or the Dawn? Honestly, I like both of them, but I'm going to go with the Dusk colorway. Obviously, this one is a little bit more limited than the other one. That's not necessarily the reason why I'm choosing it. I like the extra details of the AMM Maniere on the air bubble. And all in all, it's just a super clean colorway. And I like that they actually kind of toned down the accent colors. It just makes the shoe overall pop. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really stealthy looking and I enjoy it. Hopefully you guys got your pairs if you guys order them. I saw that they canceled some orders and stuff, it sounds like, so that's a bummer. Hopefully you guys didn't get them canceled. But obviously the deliveries and stuff are a little bit crazy right now with Christmas time, and then obviously like the lawsuit stuff that's been kind of quiet for right now. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but happy that I ended up getting the pair. And this makes it so I have pretty much every single one of the AMM Manieres, except for one of the colorways of the airships. But man, I love the collection. I love all of the Jordans that they released so far, and happy to have gotten this one to add to the collection. Anyways, thanks for stopping by and watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. If you guys would like to drop a like, feel free to do so. Hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content. All right, peace guys.